As you know, or as you remember, now we are revising Unit 3 until we finish Unit 2 and then Unit 1. Then we're going to have the expansion of Units 1 to 3. Okay? Now let's complete what we were doing. I started with Unit 3, not Unit 1, because we already just now finished Unit 3. So I thought that maybe this will make the grammars and the stuff that we took in Unit 3 stuck with you. Okay, did we finish this exercise? Remember yesterday? We write the missing letters, then from those words, we fill in the blank in exercise B. So have we done this?
Yes.
Yes.
I cannot hear you, Khalid. Have we finished this? Okay. Can someone talk so I can see if I can listen to you?
Hello, teacher.
Ragad, did you talk? Because I cannot listen. Just give me a minute. Okay, Ragad, can you turn on your mic now?
Hello, teacher.
Hello. Yes, I can hear you now, alhamdulillah. So we're done with this exercise. Now let's move into exercise C. It's a very nice, easy exercise. Now, just to remind you, in this exercise, we're going to read the sentences, label the first event and the second event. So for example, here we have an example. By the time you make dinner, Bob will have gone home. I have now two events, making dinner and Bob going home. The first event is what? Bob will have gone home. He will be at his home by the time you will make dinner. Now, what was this grammar about? Just if you have your student book on page 36, remember the future perfect? The future perfect is used to express the idea of the action that is completed in a specific time in the future. Okay, before another event or before a specific time. Sometimes it could be event like the example that we have just read, and sometimes it could be a time, specific time. How? For example, the car company will have introduced their new models by November. So November, the first one is, the first action is the car company will have introduced. They will have finished introducing their new models of the cars. And the second event, or not the second event, let's say the time, when the time comes, which is what? The month of November. Okay? Do you remember this grammar?
I guess yes.
How Khalid, other people, do you want me to explain it again? You can write in the chat. I can read that. Do you want me to explain the grammar again? Is it clear? Again ثالث future perfect يا إما يكون حدثين سيأتون في المستقبل because it's future remember أو يعني في الحدثين هذه في حدث سيحدث في المستقبل قبل حدث ثاني سيحدث أيضا في المستقبل. Okay, so it's a matter who is the first event and which one is the first event and which one is the second. أو لا يكون حدثين يكون حدث ووقت specific time كلهم في الفيوتشر لكن الحدث سيحدث أولا قبل أن يأتي هذا الوقت. Okay, again a future perfect two cases or two options يا إما حدثين كلهم في الفيوتشر لكن one event is going to happen in the future before another event. هذا case number one. Case number two ليس two events but one event and specific time. You see specific time in the future. طيب كيف سيحدث إنه الإيفنت هذا سيحدث أولا في ال future before this specific time comes. Clear?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now let's get back here. In your workbooks on page, we are on page what? 22, I guess. Yes, page 22, ثالث. So, as we said, you're going to tell me which event is the first one and which one is the second one in the future. For example, here, no, number one, I will have finished my dessert by the time the waiter gets me my coffee. Two events. Finished my dessert, waiter gets me my coffee. Which one is going to happen first? What do you think?
By the time the waiter gets me my coffee,
By the time waiter gets me my coffee, this is the first one.
I will have finished my dessert.
So you think that the first one is the waiter gets me my coffee?
Yes.
And the second one, I will have finished. Okay, I needed to pay attention. Thank you, Rahaf. Just try to imagine the situation. I will have finished my dessert by the time the waiter gets me my coffee. Now I'm sitting on my table. The waiter did not come yet. But when he comes, I will be done with my dessert. I will finish my dessert. So which one is the first one?
By the time I finish my dessert.
Yes, I will have finished my dessert. This is the first event. And the second one is that waiter gets me my coffee. So let's write here. Honest event. And by the time the waiter gets me my coffee is the second event. You can participate in the chat, Thalith, but please participate so I can see that you understand the grammar. Number two, by the time they find a cure for cancer, many patients will have died. What do you think? By the time they find a cure, a treatment for cancer, many patients will have died. What do you think, Thalith?
Can I try? I don't know.
Yes, please.
Oh God, I forgot. Wait.
Yeah, you need to focus in this grammar. When you find the answer, just write it immediately because you're not going to remember.
Patients will have died by the time they find a cure for cancer.
Yes, very good. Thank you, Ragad. The first event is patients will have died. First event. And the second event is that when they find a cure for cancer. It's easy, but just you need to focus a little bit more. Number 3, هثالث. By 2020, he will have, yes, here. By 2020, he will have been teaching for 40 years. What do you think? Now he have used the future perfect progressive. But we used by 2020 or by the time, so it's okay.
Twice events.
Which one is the first event, Rima, you think?
By 2020.
Very good. Yes, by 2020 is the first event. Excellent. If you have a question, ask me, Thalith. And the second event is that he will be teaching for 40 years. Did you understand why we chose 2020, the first one, and then he will be teaching for 40 years, the second event? Thalith, please write in the chat if you don't understand or if you don't think this is the right idea or the right answer. Just for me to know that you're with me. Okay, so here we chose by 2020, the first event, because if I said that, oh, he has been teaching before 2020, so why this is not the first event? No, he has been, yes, teaching before 2020, but he didn't complete teaching for 40 years. When he's going to complete 40 years in teaching, if the year 2020 has come. Okay, number 4. Our grandchildren will have grown up by the time people start living on the moon. 2 events. Grandchildren have grown and people start living on the moon.
The first event by the time people start living on the moon.
Yes, that is very correct. Thank you, Rahaf. The first event is by the time people start living on the moon, what happened to our grandchildren is that they will have grown. Number 5. By June, I will have graduated. Hatharat, you also by June you will have graduated. By June, I will have graduated.
By June, it's the 20 events.
Second or you mean, or the first?
First.
Yes, by June. Very good. Thank you, Rima. The first event is June comes. And the second one, I will have graduated. Easy, right? I needed to make sure that you write those answers here in your book. We're going to stop here until 5. Okay. Now, in this exercise, we're going to write the verb in parentheses. You see those verbs in the future perfect or future perfect progressive. For example, by next month, she will have been living here for a year. So if I'm talking about duration of time, اللي هو مدة, I'm going to use the future perfect progressive, this kind of future. If I'm going to focus on the event that is going to happen, I'm going to write the future perfect. Okay, so I will give you 2 minutes, please, and then I'm going to choose who will answer. Okay, so let's start. And I'm going to start with Ranim. Yes, Ranim. Ranim.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. So what do you think about number 1? They, and then release a new model by the time I'm ready to get one. So you will say, you will use the future perfect or future perfect progressive.
Maybe progressive.
Okay, now remember, I use the future perfect progressive if I am focusing on the duration of time. Like here, he said, by next month, she will have been living here for a year. So for a year,
They
I'm
will
focusing.
have.
Yes, so you think?
They will have been realized.
They will have released.
Release.
Yes, thank you. Number 2. Yes, Rimas. Rimas.
Good teacher.
Yes, please. Now, number 2. By the time the baby can walk, he turned 1 year old. So you will say, he will have turned or he will have been turning. What do you think?
Will have turned.
Yes, very good. Because I'm focusing on the event. Will have turned. Thank you, Rimas. Number 3. Yes, Farah. Yes, Farah, can you turn on your mic? Yes, Farah, number 3, please. By the time I have enough money saved, the price of houses go up. Very easy. دائما future perfect progressive لازم يكون في for a year, for 3 years, 3 hours, whatever يعني. But it should be focusing on the duration of time اللي هو المدة. So here, Farah, what do you think? Farah?
Yes.
Yes, Farah, what do you think? By the time I have enough money saved, the price of houses, what do you think? Will have been going up or will have gone up? Am I focusing on the time or on the event? Farah. Farah. Come on, let's finish. Okay. Okay, yes, Jude. Yes, Jude. Jude.
Number 3, right?
Yes. What do you think?
By the time I have enough money saved, the price of houses goes up.
Remember, we're going to use future
Will
perfect or future perfect progressive. So whether you're going to say will have gone or will have been going.
will have gone.
Yes, thank you so much. Will have gone up. Number 4. Number 4. Okay, I will leave it to you. Who can do number 4?
Can I do it?
Yes, please. Rahaf, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I will have been working.
Yes, I will have. Can you tell us why did you choose the future perfect progressive? It's correct. I will have been working. But why? I will have been working for 3 hours by the time you are ready to help. And you chose.
Because it's future perfect progressive.
Very good. And the future perfect progressive, I focus on the time, duration of time. Here he said for 3 hours, and here he said for a year. That's why here and here I chose the future perfect progressive. Okay. Okay, I think we have to stop now because 1 minute left. Thalith, please, you need to revise. Or at least prepare yourself. We're going to, tomorrow, inshallah, we're going to complete answering the questions in the workbook. This is a perfect chance for you to get a participation mark. We already explained the grammar, we already explained everything, and those are very easy exercises. Okay, just let me take the attendance. I think Bader is absent today. Jude is here. Dana is here. Ragad, Rafif, Rimas. Sarah, are you here? Rima is here. Rahaf is here. Sarah?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Sadine is here. Shafiqa. Shahad. Ghadi, are you here, Ghadi? Ghadi. Okay. Farah is here. Maria is here. Najia?
Yes.
Reem is here. Okay, we're done. Have a nice day, Thalith.